Hi and welcome. I'm John and this is Unique Wargaming. Guys, welcome back. For everyone that's new, this is the weekly Wednesday Wargaming questions and answers. It's an off-the-cuff video, guys. What that means is, for everyone that's new, I record, upload. There is no fancy editing skills. You won't see my intro somewhere at the beginning. I do have transition buttons, so if there's noise outside my control, I can stop filming, wait for it to pass and carry on. These weekly Wednesdays essentially are a Q&A. You guys ask me questions and I answer them. They are primarily model focused, of which is primarily GW stuff, of which is mostly 40k because that's the highest thing there is. I usually do a data card review, but as with typical fashion this week, I'm so far behind. And when I do that, what I basically do is just go through a data card for a unit that I've used on the table, giving my best, points of view and things that are good and bad about the unit. I have a weekly vote, which I show you host models, and you guys comment on this video what you want to paint for the next Monday's paint video. But I can get into that as we go to it. Now, first off, I had a great game with the boys today. Came over. I wanted to record, but boys are still, learning through the processes. And Aidan was using Necrons for the first time on the table today, and actually very, very well. He actually did a lot of the rules for them very well. We had reanimation protocols, and stuff like that, lethal hits and all that sort of stuff. So the boys are really picking it up. But it was a very good game. I played Death Guard because I'm playing Death Guard in a game against Mark on Friday, which will be recorded for the channel. Now today's game is only 1500 points, whereas when I play against Mark it's with 2000. But a lot of the things on my 1500 point list today is what's in my list on Friday. Okay, so it's a chance for me to try a few things out and all that sort of stuff. Very good game. It was definitely Death Guard, Necrons and World Eaters. Very, very good game. Boys are learning well. I do want to film the game for you guys because there's some amazing paint models there. And I want to see you guys see a three-way game which is totally unique in all respects. The problem we have is the boys come from quite far away, so you're talking about 45-minute drive, something like that. And by the time each of us have had, say, 2 turns, that's equivalent to 6 turns. Yeah, so in a one-on-one game, that'd be 3 turns each. The game's pretty much finished by that point. But by the time we've had 2 turns each, all into the thick of it, the time has escaped us. I need to set up some sort of like a stopwatch type system, so we're all under like an hour time frame. There's not because anyone's slow, just because it does help speed the game up and help you. Okay, you're not sitting there for 10 minutes thinking, I'm going to do this or that. You actually just make the plan in your head and you go with it. Okay, so I'm looking forward. I enjoyed today's game. I'm looking forward to the game with Mark on Friday. Our schedules weren't lining up this week at all. And then Mark was like, okay, Friday we can have a game. I was like, yes. I'm free on Friday. There's nothing going on. Nothing's happening. We can go for it. Okay, so I've got a question here from one of my viewers, No One, talking about the Death Copters. They're coming to come up with Trial Magazine. One of them was missing part of the exhaust, or it looked damaged or something. And I gave a response, but I'm going to address that for all of you now, because I don't have the model here. This came today. I know I was kind of hoping it would be in here, but it wasn't. It's just Guild Boys and paints and technical paint, and one of the little scrapers to do technical paint with. Basically, all vehicles, they're just cobbled together out of bits of scrap metal, and because they believe it works, it works. If it was something like a Space Marine Outrider bike or a Rhino tank, or some sort of vehicle, or something, a different faction's vehicle, then you would probably, not Necrons, because I'll get to them in a second, you could probably use spare parts like bits from the Dreadnought, trim it down and cover the bit that looks damaged, or green stuff. Or you could maybe like get some cloaks from one of the many kits that you have, and glue cloaks to cover it up and look like it's a bit of trophy coming off. The problem with getting things from the third person parties, it's not their fault if there's something wrong with it, because they just get it sent into them and they send it off. Sometimes things like that do happen on models. You do get a kit and this is damaged or that's damaged, and that's just the way the print, you know, I say the print, the way that they've cast the sprue for it, it's just come out wrong. Of course, you know, when you put yourself in the shoes of the people that are doing that, they're not looking every single, they're just like, okay, yeah, that's fine, yeah, that's fine. And they're doing so many an hour, they're not actually realising, okay, that looks damaged there, because it all looks the same, all blurs together. Like if it was a Necron, I would say to you, just maybe try and find a few scarab swarms, not scarab swarms, a few scarab models, little tiny, you know, or take a scarab, bits of a scarab swarm and just stick them onto it to make it look like they're fixing it. I actually have, and I've spoken about this before, a heap of STL files that are wheels and tracks, and I have a crazy idea to print the wheels. Take a piece of sprue. I don't think that's quite big. There we go. Sprue, maybe this sort of size. Yeah, I think this is big enough, but this actually might be big enough. This might be big enough, and just glue in. Sorry, it's because there's a little spiky bit sticking up there. Gluing the wheels on, the tracks on, and then just putting the sprue and building sprue up and using plastic bits, maybe some 3D printed bits, and just making like battle wagons and all crazy Orc vehicles. Because I've seen some Orc vehicles where people bought like a kid's toy truck and then just stripped bits off and added bits to it and just turned it into craziness. There's no panic on that. There's always, if there's something wrong with the model from the sprue, it looks a bit weird, there's always ways around it. Okay, always ways around it. Even if it's a unit of 10 guys and one of the guys, for whatever reason, the parts are wrong, they're broken. You know, you can always print a part. You can always know someone that has a printer and ask them, can you print me one of these, or can you find something that I can print to go instead of this? Or you can just use, you know, just use bits and pieces from another kit and make it look like a trophy, or make it, you know, just there is all green stuff. There is ways of doing that. I hope that's answers your question. Not just for no one, but for everyone else. Now, the next question I have is to do with the Monday's painting video. Now, if you haven't seen Monday's painting video, guys, go and check this monster out, because he's absolutely savage. The question is, why go to all that work on the Orc Warboss armour just to cover it up? Now, with the armour, I did 2 different parts of silver, which gives it 2 different shades of silver, and then come in with different colours to break the silver up. Now, putting the colours over the silver, I'm not doing 100% coverage. I'm just doing like a watered down version. So what happens is the silver still comes through and it gives you different shades of it, and gives you, makes it look like warm metal. When you check the video out, you'll know what I'm talking about. But that's especially with Orc armour, because it's not meant to be pristine and perfect. And then with the little dry brush at the end, it does give it the look of warm metal. So anyway, I'm gonna bring you down and show you the vote for this week. I've taken some models out, I've put other models in. I haven't done a full empty out because I'm pressed on time. We don't finish till late. You know, we play the 3-way game because it's a long game. So I didn't get time to get all of it done. And again, there's no home for the Wraith Lord at the moment. I'm actually dreading if that gets Wizard to vote and I have to paint it, because it's like, where do I store it then? Anyway, I'm going to read and show you the vote. For everyone that's new, what the vote is, I show you a host of models, and you guys comment on this video and tell me what you want me to paint for Monday's painting video. In the event of a tie, I do a dice roll. Now, there's no Orcs in this week because Orcs won on Monday. I don't have any more models apart from the boys that came in today, which now I've got to try and squeeze a Let's Build video in for them at some point this week. But the way the week's laid out, I don't think that wouldn't even go up this week, I don't think, because I have videos for most of this week as it is. So Anyway, so I show you the models that are in the vote. Comment below in this video. You can vote for as much as you like. You can say I vote for any Necron or any Space Marine or any Tyranid or any Orc or any Eldari, okay? And that will count. If you're not shy to spell something, because some now have crazy names, give me a brief description below. And hopefully I've given you guys a headache again to pick what models to pick to paint. There is a video going up tomorrow, okay? I'm not going to show you them here, but I showed the boys today and they were like, wow, that was very savage, that's amazing, that's brilliant. If I showed you them now, it would influence your vote in the vote here, okay? I don't want to do that. I want you guys to vote on something and then see the video tomorrow and go, oh, actually, no, I'll vote for these guys now. And yeah, but anyway, guys, I'm going to bring down and show you the vote. Sorry, there's also a wildcard vote. You'll find out what the wildcard is if it wins. And there's Creator's Choice, which means if nobody votes, or if you vote for Creator's Choice, then I picked a model to paint. And I don't know what to pick because there's so many good things. Anyway, guys, bring it down. Okay, so most of this bottom row is still the same, apart from the last three. So we have Wagon for the Eldari, Omega Red for Marvel Crisis Protocol. We have the Wraith Blades for the Eldari. We have the Scourges for Drukhari. We have the Hellions, who still needs to be undercoated, for the Drukhari. Blade Guard Veterans for the Space Marine. We have the Nurgle Chaos Warriors from Old School Warhammer. There is 20 models in the unit, and they're not all the same. Some of them are different. We have Black Widow for Marvel Crisis Protocol. We have the World Eaters Hellbrew. Actually have two of these bad boys. We have Crossbones for Marvel Crisis Protocol. We have the Wizards. I won't be painting all of these in one go if they win. I'll only paint some of them. We have the Wraith Lord. We have the Minotaurs. We have the Assault Intercessors. We have Chaos Legionaries, which I think I actually have 20 of these guys, which I would try to get them all done in one go. And we have Saber-Tooth from Marvel Crisis Protocol. Like I said, there's some tasty models there. Yeah, some tasty models there. I wouldn't know what to pick. If it was down to me, I wouldn't know what to pick. To be honest with you, if I had to pick, it would boil down to time. Do I have the time to go to town on one of these really great models? Or do I not have the time and have to go for something that I can get done quickly? That's the truthful with me. I wouldn't know what to pick. But anyway, guys, thanks for watching. I'm not going to do a date card this week because I said I'm pressed for time. And you'll see because the video will go up like 5, 6 o'clock, whatever the time is. By the time I finish filming, we'll go in the house. If you have a question for me, chuck a comment below as always. Chuck it below as always. There is no silly questions. There is no trolling that goes on here, okay? Everyone starts in the hobby. Some people don't know the answer to this or know the answer to that, and then when they get the answer, they go, oh yeah, why did I pick that? There is no silly questions, okay? If you don't want to chuck a comment below, a question below because you think that you don't feel comfortable, go to Unique Wargaming Terrain Facebook page. There is a message button there. You click on that and message me directly. If you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button because it costs you nothing. Turn your notifications on so you don't miss anything. Everyone smash the thumbs up button so that triggers YouTube shares this video to more and more people, which makes this incredible community you guys grow even more. And as you can hear, I'm still all snuffly. It's like third week now I've been all snuffly. I think it's the hay fever. That's what I think it is. But anyway, if you want to support the channel even further, there is a join button below. You can click on that and become members of the channel with various different tiers, with various different perks. And I appreciate every single one of you that becomes a member of the channel because it really helps me out. Yeah, so guys, thanks for watching. Hit the buttons for me. Don't forget to vote. Check a comment below and vote. Tomorrow's painting video is going to go up. And I know because I'm shocked at how simple, what I've done and how simple it is. And seeing the boys' reaction today, I know it's a bit tasty. So look forward to that tomorrow, guys. And hopefully Friday's battle report will go up on Friday. That's what it's penciled in for. Saturday, do be in and out the whole day, so I won't do nothing. And Sunday, I'll be trying to get Monday's painting video ready. If I can get the boys done, or some of the boys done, then I'll do that. But anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Hit the buttons for me. Until next time, take it easy.